punches coming here, and we are going to Hell's Haven to start things out.
Yeah. And if you guys are unfamiliar with the ban systems, basically this is what's going on now. Both teams are going to ban simultaneously. That's going to be the first ban coming in. Emma is going to be banned on the side of the red team, which is AssembleFire, Magneto, and they're going to be saving Emma, banning Emma, saving Emma. So that's what AssembleFire is going for. While Gen.G, they're going to take out Loki, and who are they going to save at this point?
Seems like they're ban Magneto and save Magneto in the process. So usually those are the ones that, I mean, the meta that we've been seeing here in Asia. They either ban the Emma and save the Mag, or opposite, the opposite, or vice versa, I would say. What's interesting here is, will Gen.G actually respect ban the Storm? Because that's something that led to the victory of Dopamine. They canceled out the Storm of Kingdom God, but we talked about it, right? When it comes to Gen.G, how do you approach this matchup when you have all-star players that can pilot pretty much any hero in the hero pool?
I think we've talked about this earlier on, right? And you introduce the term chaos. I think if they can come up with, if they can wreak havoc on the battleground, introduce chaos into the lineups, make unconventional picks that can disrupt the flow, I think that could probably help out in dealing with Gen.G. Although Gen.G is I'm pretty sure they're prepared for all kinds of situations, considering how hard they research their opponents.
Chat, through emojis, let us know who you think's going to take this. Is it going to be Gen.G? Is it going to be AssembleFire? I don't know what kind of emojis that would assign for either Gen.G or AssembleFire. I'm guessing some fire emojis for AssembleFire, for Gen.G. A goat emoji. I'm not sure, but
a goat.
Let us know what you're... I just want to see you guys spam some emojis for these teams, because this is... Well, Gen.G still has a match tomorrow, but they will have to go through AssembleFire. And right now, it seems like they did finish up their picks and bans. Gen.G locking Magneto Luna, while we have Luna on the other side, as well as an Emma. So Vanguard and Strategist on both sides.
Yeah, I love seeing this Emma, right? Maybe this is the character that they need in order to handle Gen.G. Although Gen.G did kind of allow them to get Emma Frost for free, right? So maybe they're just prepared, like, okay, we know you have the Diamond Form, we know you have the Psionic Seduction. I think we can manage just fine, right? So let's see if this giveaway is going to benefit AssembleFire in this game number 1. Gen.G versus AssembleFire. Who will take it?
We're just going to find out. I want to give a shout out to Moist Shoulders for the emojis of the fire emojis. I also see Anti-Tryhard with some emojis. I see Multitudes. Thank you so much, my guy, for helping us out with some technical difficulties. Shout out to each and every one of you. I see Blaze Raven. I'm pretty sure Blaze Raven wants to see some Penny action, but I don't know. We did see some Penny in Midtown. I don't know if they're going to bring that out here, but fingers crossed it's going to happen, folks. So Hell's Haven, depending on where we're going to start off with first. It seems like it is going to be the Super Soldier map. It's going to be the one that rotates when it hits the 50% mark. And it seems like not going to waste any time. 0-1 going to go with a Doctor Strange strat. Let's see if he's going to switch out. He's done this before, and he's going to go possibly Iron Fist, or he's going to wait and see which... oh, yeah, he will go Iron Fist. And now they control the high ground here now.
Beautifully done. I mean, they just want to get to the point as fast as possible, right? Because getting to this point will enable you to hold them off at this choke point and then be able to contest. But look at the aim by Slower Soldier, just trying to make sure no one comes close. But Zune with the Captain America trying to wreak havoc at the back lines. You can see this is exactly what they are known for doing, splitting the attention of the enemies and then creating chaos of their own. Ultron at the side, Snake and the Human Torch on Brownie. Both flyers are so annoying to deal with.
We've talked about Brownie as MVP status in previous games, taking out Mafia, the big vanguard of AssembleFire, and Snake follows suit. We talked about how Snake, this was the hero based off Snake's playstyle, and he continues on as Zune takes out one as well. And it's all a team wipe so far. They're staggered very well on the side of Gen.G Esports, and they claim the point now.
Yeah, and this is the strategy that we know. We can see this coming from a mile away. Gen.G, like just the strategist slash duelist, right? Dealing damage to the front lines, while Zune goes to the back line and disrupts the strategy, because you see the Luna Snow right? The cloak and dagger, they were just constantly being harassed by Zune at the back line. So it just splits their attention. And unfortunately, thanks to that, Iron Fist and the Frost went down.
Yep, and now we have Rage of Ultron just to keep everyone alive and also wreak havoc while the objective is slowly being contested by AssembleFire. Slow Soldier trying to pop some heads, forcing out the ultimate, and now we do see that the Kraken Impact's ready, but Supernova is going to light up the dance floor along with the Fate of Both Worlds, but it's Exi that takes out 2 of the strategists. We're going to add Brownie into the mix also, and Fun taking out 2. Another team fight won by Gen.G.
How do you deal with a full team of assassins right here? Everyone, even though Tori is also landing Ilims, and that is onto his counterpart team up, right? The Iron Fist. So right now, the point is already at 85%. You can see Fun having a pretty fun time there, just standing as the Magneto, the very, very stable, right? Just standing there on point while the rest of the teammates trying to flank from the sides. Has to be really careful. The heals coming in.
Flank.
Coming in. Exi from the back.
Exi able to actually take out the Kingdom God, and now we continue on. We see the Meteor M get popped by Fun, and he takes out Slowest Soldier while Briny takes out Thanos. It's gonna be, we're gonna continue on. Another team fight is gonna be won by Gen.G. They did take out the Iron Fist. Kingdom God's the only one that was staggered, and now that is gonna be point captured unless they try to portal in, but Zune is gonna harass them while they're at spawn.
Yeah, they just know what to do in this situation, right? They just know exactly what to do. Divide and conquer. Zune as the vanguard on the Captain America just goes to the back, disrupts the back line, while Brownie as the flyer is constantly dealing damage at the skies, right? And XZ, the assassin on the Psylocke, just flanking from different directions. It just splits AssembleFire's formation too much. Like
it does.
Like what's Chubba Q? Who's Chubba Q gonna be healing? Xenos? Who needs my heals more? You know, I need to heal myself. I need to stay alive.
Yeah, that's the thing. You pointed out the harassment that's coming in from Zune just disperses all the backline progress that they tried to gain. So now it seems like, and you said there's 2 flyers as well. So your attention is split on 2 flyers and someone that is trying to harass your backlines. So the attention is split, and AssembleFire didn't have any footings. Now we're going to go to the next well, I mean, this is the stage that's synonymous to Spider-Man, but no one is going to be picking Spider-Man 4, and now it seems like AssembleFire really has their hands full in trying to get back this point.
Yeah. Hopefully this beacon BRB is going to help a little bit. Okay, you can see Iron Fist trying to deal a little bit of harassment. Oh, coming in. He's going to try and deal as much damage as possible. Trying to just beat him up, but no one's dying. No one's dying. He's trying to parry. He's diving into 3, 4 characters on Gen.G. And will it pay off? It's going to pay off because his teammates going to push forward and they're going to be eliminating 2 of them. 2 of them is down. It's 4v6. Make that a 3v6. And they already have it, but the Rage of Ultron trying to contest it. Snake does not want to give up, but the Iron Fist, he's crazy. He's gone insane.
So now AssembleFire definitely has some footing here. They have their own dive composition of their own. They're able to harass. This is what gets kind of scary. When Gen.G understands the hand that you're trying to play, they're able to adapt accordingly. So let's see how they're going to adjust as we come into our next team fight. Fun already gaining the attention and getting a Vanguard duel going on here in the small room. But while this is happening, I'm just so scared where Zune is at because he's already making the rotations here, Nell.
Yeah, making the rotation. He knows exactly where he needs to go. But now the Omega Hurricane coming in from AssembleFire Storm, trying to wreak havoc, finding where the strategist is, but Zune has already taken out the backline strategist. The Fate of Both Worlds coming in just to build, just to push forward. And now the Flyers versus the Flyers action. Iron Fist is going to die. He is going to be eliminated thanks to 2v1 there, but AssembleFire fighting back really hard.
They're able to take out 2 for 1 here, but they're still trying to contest the point. But Zune able to clean up shop here, and now they're actually pushing more towards this small house area or this small room area, and now they're able to lay claim. It's just the amount of flyers. We thought that it was the strategists to be able to keep each other alive, but it's Ultron and Human Torch to keep each other alive away from the flying Iron Fist. Who knew Iron Fist could actually attack those flyers? Leave it to 0-1. They're still going to persist onto this this team composition for AssembleFire. So let's see as the next team fight ensues now.
Yeah, I mean, they're already fighting, right? They're already fighting for the point. Sonic Seduction coming in, but now Kraken Impact! That's gonna take out Fun Fun. And now trying to go forward, moving with an uppercut. But Brownie's also dealing damage in the front backlines. XZ as well, not to mention Snake. Everyone on the side of Gen.G is 1v1ing everyone on the side of AssembleFire. And they are coming out on top, Poch, because 3 of them down. And the point, all of a sudden, they took over. It's already close to 50% now.
I didn't know you could hide there. That's sorry. That's kind of crazy that
Yeah.
you're able to phase through here. So
I didn't
soon
see.
getting ready for another one. Another team fight. But yeah, they're winning their 1v1s. They're really good at slowly finding their vantage points and finding their angles and getting the victory. This is one of the best maps for Flyers because now they're just laying the Rage of Ultron and now just peppering the skies with more damage. But we do see that slowest soldier. He's going to take one out. He's going to try to continue on here to try and contest this point. We're going to get a slam, and also Zune is going to get taken out by the Vanguard and the Duelist.
Well, beautifully done. Trying to fight hard, trying to fight back, just showing that, yeah, we're here to play. We're not going to give you this point as easy as that. And it seems like their efforts paying off because right now the point is close to 90%. You can see that they are just guarding all possible exits coming into this capture point. And they're doing a pretty good job so far. So they probably need to think. Gen.G has Wade coming in. They're going to use all of the ultimates, trying to stop them from advancing. But Fate of Both Worlds is going to sustain them. They're going to slowly push forward. That's going to work. Storm's not dying. Probably needs to retreat at this point.
Possibly. So now, King, that's what's so scary. If you heavily invest all your ultimates into one team fight, it's not going to pay out. Eggsy actually again taking out one, but they trade off in the process, and the BRB is going to come in for 0-1. They're going to pop the Dance of the Butterflies. No pickoffs just yet. We're going to continue on here as we try to move things over at the center of the map.
Oh my goodness. Fun getting taken out at the point, but now it looks like they are going to be able to capture the point. AssembleFire, their gambit, their resilience, fighting back, enabling them to get a 1-1 against Gen.G, the supposedly unstoppable juggernaut.
Yeah, this is actually the first time we're actually seeing Gen.G not get a clean sweep when it comes to domination. And it might have to do with how well they're kind of playing this one. I think I saw someone in chat saying, yeah, they gave out Human Torch, but Gen.G kind of gave away the Emma Frost. And the Emma Frost was able to claim so much real estate while you have people, you have 0-1 kind of diving from the skies. You have now the strategist being able to heal up and win those team fights. I think now coming into this, Gen.G is going to kind of have to adjust, and it seems like we are going to see well, Magneto, actually things are still the same. Dotori, he's going to give the speed boost. They're not going to have a Doctor Strange to try and portal to point here, but it is going to be 0-1 once again. Is he? He's going to change up to that Iron Fist.
Yeah, he's probably going to do that exact same strategy he's been doing. And now you can see that Slower Soldier already has Kraken Impact available to use, and they're probably going to be able to commit to it once they have the points unlocked. But right now, even Snake already built up his Rage of Ultron, just ready to use it. Zune again, just building, just trying to bash the backlines, and Emma Frost is going to be the target. And of course, even Luna Snow is going to be going down. But thanks to the BRB, they're going to come back. Omega Hurricane coming in, trying to clear anyone in the backlines. But the Team Charge is going to come in. Oh,
We're gonna
the combo.
Yeah, able to actually just get one person pick off. Still no one has the advantage yet, but as I say that, Brownie able to take out one. We're seeing a lot of Gen.G take out AssembleFire. They're gonna have a really good stagger as they capture this first point, and it just had to do with I would say just weathering out the storm of AssembleFire, literally and figuratively.
Yeah, I mean, no puns intended, but that's literally what just happened, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But Gen.G, I mean, they probably had a rude awakening from the last game, right? They probably know, okay, yeah, we know how to deal with this now. That's the Luna Snow and the Iron Fist combo coming in. That's a threat. That's a threat towards us Flyers, but I think we can handle it. That's the game plan. And maintaining distance, just trying to fly a little bit higher. Maybe that's going to help. But Zune, again, wreaking havoc at the backside, just making sure that he's harassing the backlines, making them focus attention on him, while Snake That's the guy that's dealing the DPS from far behind, just hiding behind, while XZ is also doing the same thing, trying to flank from the high grounds and taking out the Winter Soldiers. Slowest Soldier is gonna make it 5v6.
Yeah, but Kingdom God is going to try to even things out. He's going to stay alive with the Sia, but gonna force out a defensive ult, and now the Dance of the Butterflies as a respawn on XC's side to try and pick off anyone and everyone. 0-1's gonna try to run for his life and try to contain high ground here, but we do have Snake chasing down the Iron Fist. And another point won here by Gen.G to hold it. And we're pushing past the 50% mark for Gen.G.
Yeah, they're like, why are you running? Don't you want us? But instead, the hunted becomes the hunter this time. And they're going to be able to successfully eliminate Lion Fist. But right now, the last point already at 75%. If they want to touch point, AssembleFire should be taking this as possible last fight. So will they be able to take it? They're already trying to take space. It's only fun defending here at this point. Emma Frost trying to build, but no.
Oh my god. Fun. They created a crossfire. Suwon was actually able to disrupt the backline, and he's gonna wait. Hang on, we have Meteor M able to take him out with the dunk. The Meteor M, and now just the cleanup shop here on the side of Brownie, and this is actually gonna be checkmate. Gen.G wins the third map and capture Hell's Haven.
This is why Magneto is such a valuable save for Team Gen.G. They know exactly what AssembleFire is coming in for, right? Like, the moment you pop your Fate of the Both Worlds, I'm gonna be ready with my Meteor M. You see how hard it counters? It's like, yeah, I'm just gonna take this conventional, old, boring role as the Vanguard Magneto. I'm just gonna be the old guard, right? And it paid off because he's the one being the old guard. Zoon's the one being the advancing striker, Vanguard. Yeah. And then Snake and Dotori. I don't know, man. That's not a strategist. That's just 6 elims on a strategist in this level of competition.
Yeah, that's insane with how Dotori was able to manage that. But I like what you pointed out, that Fun, you know what, was the solid foundation of where they set up their defense. And Zoon, the ever-reliable head of the mastermind himself, the big brain Zoon, he just knows where to be at all times, and that's how you're supposed to play Cap. I do agree with chat that this Captain America is terrifying. So coming into this next match, I feel like AssembleFire need to find a way either to ban the Captain America or find a this map, Idrisil, as we head towards the picks and bans. Seems like we're going to see a ban of the Magneto and the Emma Frost. That's totally fine on both sides. This actually opens up the same type of matchup for AssembleFire to actually lock in the Emma Frost, which did gain them a lot of the value in map number 1, because Emma Frost, she could throw hands, dude. She could get into diamond form, and she could like throw you across the map and also like kick you across the map. I mean,
yeah, kick you across the map, disable you, right? I think that's the form that's very useful, especially on Emma Frost, especially the ultimate, the Psionic Seduction as well, just silences your ultimate. I think it's very valuable. So AssembleFire is gonna fully take advantage of that, and Gen.G is totally nonchalant about it. He's like, yeah, fine, take Emma Frost. We don't mind. We just don't want you to use Magneto, right?
True.
Because we don't want your Magneto to one-shot bomb our Luna Snow.
That's very true. I think Mafia is very good on using that Magneto or the but, you know, as Emma Frost still does a lot of work. So now looking into these next bans, Punisher is going to be off the table on the side of AssembleFire, as well as the Mantis, leaving a potential lock-in for Gen.G to keep that Luna Snow. So pretty much similar locks for Gen.G.
Yeah, they're going to try the same thing probably, right? They're going to try the same thing, but in a different map this time in Convoy. So Flyers are going to be a problem here, especially in certain parts of the map, certain choke points, certain turning points. That's going to be a problem because they can just hide peekaboo and just keep sniping you from far away. And not to mention, if they release the Psylocke for XZ, you're going to be dealing with 3 split-way actions coming in. One from the sky, one from the back from Zoon, and the other one from the sides. That's XZ on the Psylocke. So AssembleFire, yeah, you probably you definitely have to save up on the Luna Snow there.
Possibly. So yeah, that is what they did, and now the last ban is gonna be that Psylocke. It seems like it is a lock. So pretty much similar. Always saving up the Luna, and it's just the difference between the Magneto and the Emma Frost. Is AssembleFire to kind of push. So I like this. They're the ones to kind of dictate the pace. Gen.G has a really good, I'd say, track record in denying the first push from happening. Their previous matchup, I believe, against I believe it was Rival. They didn't even allow them to touch the first checkpoint for the first gate. So now AssembleFire can kind of make history here, folks, if they're able to push past the first checkpoint up against Gen.G.
Yeah, that's going to be a tall order. But, you know, if they could do it in Domination, who knows? They might be able to do it in Convoy as well. So right now, game number 2, this is AssembleFire versus Gen.G. Gen.G is already up 1-0. Will AssembleFire be able to come back in this Convoy map?
So we're going to find out, folks. Shout out to each and every one of you that's joining us. Let your voice be heard in chat. I see Lily Owls has joined us. I see Yuji. I hope I pronounced your name correctly. One of the mods is in chat. Respect that, folks. And also Blaze and everyone else that is joining us. We're about to start this push coming in from AssembleFire. Hopefully they'll be able to get this right with the Hulk coming in as well. So they're going to go with a dual Vanguard to try and push to get some boots on the ground here.
Yeah, get some boots on the ground, just trying to push forward. Yes. You can see XZ just waiting slowly for you to go through. Oh my god, the 2 hits right onto Slowest Soldier. That's going to send Hela back to the base right here, right to the spawn. And look, this is exactly what they are so good at doing, right? The opponents know what Gen.G is trying to do, but they know exactly what's gonna come, right? But they cannot stop them.
Yo, Brownie once again had a very cinematic moment, able to get, I believe, a 5-piece with the Proton Cannon. I hope at the expense of AssembleFire that is not gonna happen, but he got a 2-piece there. The objective has moved a little bit, but this is what's hard. When it gets to that turn, the first turn, yeah, the defending side do have the higher ground. So now the walk towards that high ground is going to be a little tough. So let's see how they're going to go for it. They're going to have a lot more flyers coming in on AssembleFire.
Ooh, coming in, has to be really careful. Kingdom God, you're really low, but he's going to be able to take out XZ. He's like, yeah, we saw you coming. We know what you're trying to do. But now
no.
Brownie.
Oh, no.
Oh, full scanner! That's going to take out 2. Double ellipse on 2. The Strategist and the Vanguard. And now make that a 4v5 on the battlefield. Make that a 4v2. They're clearing up Shop Punch, sending them back to the respawn point.
The cleanup on the side of Gen.G is so good. Once you make that second turn after the curve, yeah, this is what you're greeted with by Brownie. A pulse cannon to the face, and now it just seems like AssembleFire slowly but surely are moving a little bit past the halfway mark, but at this point, you know what? Their time is already halfway through, so they're not going to have much going on if they can't push past this. Okay. And now we're going to see the combo of the Storm and Johnny try to make a dent into the armor of Gen.G, and we do see an elimination onto the Iron Man.
Beautifully done. They take out the main damage dealer, and now trying to take out the Luna Snow as well, but Emma Frost just trying to take one after the other. Fun's gonna go down, and now it's gonna be a battle for V6 at this point. Make that a 3v6. Looks like AssembleFire will be able to unlock this first point.
I like this. AssembleFire, you know, going with their go-to duelists, right? Yeah. We saw in week 1 the Storm and the Johnny wreak havoc, and they did not respect the Emma Frost ban. And the Emma Frost able to create havoc, tag teaming with the Hulk. Puny Banner is still on screen, but sooner or later he will get angry, and we come out. But I like how AssembleFire was able to push past that first checkpoint. Let's see how they're going to move past this next one.
Yeah, a lot is at stake here, right? They definitely have to feel it. Oh, coming in the team up. This is what we're talking about. The dual ultimate coming in. But when that happens, this is so scary to watch, right? Because when this happens, you are so vulnerable to getting hit. Focus fired on. Yeah. But this time they're going to be able to make it. They're going to take out the pesky Iron Man instead. They are pushing forward. AssembleFire looking pretty strong coming in. Not to mention 0-1 already has Psionic Seduction ready to use.
So this is going to be hard for Gen.G to kind of push out of that small tunnel. Psionic Seduction's already going to get a little crowd control going on, but the Freedom Charge able to push a little forward. We're going to see a 2 for the price of 1. Make that 3 for the price of 1 on the side of AssembleFire. Oh my god, they're falling left and right, and just like that, Gen.G able to stave off the advancement on the side of AssembleFire. Still a lot of time left on the clock, but man, coming into this next fight though, I'm kind of scared. Brownie has a pulse cannon ready.
Exactly. And can I just say, Brownie inspires me to play Iron Man now.
I'm terrified.
I know.
I'm terrified.
Me too. Me too. But right now, as you mentioned, there's pulse cannon at the disposal of Brownie when he needs it. But obviously, they are waiting for the right moment coming in. And it looks like they are trying to defend this point. They still have 2.5 minutes in. Invisible boundary is going to be used.
Oh my god.
XZ trying to be the stealth assassin that we know and love. And now, let's see if the cannon will be able to take out anyone.
One able to take out one strategist, so solo ult out the Luna, but we do see that the Hulk, it's Hulk to actually die, but now Eggsy actually taking out one, but you have Kingdom God also taking out the Psylocke of their own, so now Gen.G is in a bit of trouble here if they can't sustain their team, but Zune with the Freedom Charge, well not really Freedom Charge, but able to get the jump in, and he's going to continue on just that, yeah, exactly.
Coming in, yeah, that's exactly what they're very well known in doing. They are, and of course Nick on the Invisible Woman has been doing a lot as well, right? They know that they need more reliable healers in this point, and which is why we don't see the Ultron, right? But this is going to be a race on foot. 1.5 minutes in, the carriage is slowly going back though. Okay.
They're in a tough spot because they have to walk all the way towards this point to touch. But when they do that, they're going to be using up all their cooldowns, all their CCs. And once they get there, they only have the primary fire. But now we're going to see the fate of both worlds to kind of push AssembleFire away. Supernova not going to be called just yet. The Omega Hurricane is going to be called on AssembleFire's side, while 0-1's going to try to keep pushing. And now we're just going to continue on here, just adding more damage onto the field while the invisible boundary is going to pop just for them to sustain a little more, taking out the Iron Man. AssembleFire, first domino piece has fallen on the side of Gen.G, but can they keep going now?
Xenos just clicked Fun's head and they are going. They're definitely going. Zune has no choice but to retreat. He's already at less than half HP, and it looks like AssembleFire will be able to make it in time, unlocking the second point. Not one, but two. Very close. Dazzle Butterfly coming in, and with the fate of both worlds being employed. Wow, trying to take out, but no casualties at all. Beautiful going in. Psionic Seduction. Let's see if they'll be able to take out 0-1. Trying to cancel out ultimates and pulling the opponent's Gen.G into location. No one's going down yet.
No one. And that's the thing. Now they force the overtime, but it is going to be the Doctor Strange that might be the difference maker on the side of Fun. Just for them to account shop and able to clean shop here on the side of Gen.G. So now it seems like they've already switched up to the Spider-Man. Can they actually touch point before the overtime runs out? This is going to be so close. It's going to be so clutch. Can they touch? It seems like it's not going to be there. Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man unable to make that touch happen, but they were able to at least get one. That was so close on that second checkpoint now.
Yeah, it looked as if they had a really good shot at unlocking the second point, right? But it's just the Iron defense coming in at that position as well. It makes it so much harder for Team AssembleFire to come back just to touch point and playing right into what Gen.G wants them to do. But AssembleFire, you gotta admit it, they're pushing further than any other teams that face Gen.G has ever done. So
yeah, and this just shows that they've definitely learned from studying their matches, and they're a lot more comfortable with their compositions. I would say that it's just a matter of them being able to put it all together, and it's Gen.G's just so good at adapting. Once they start to see like a flaw in the strategy or the rotation, the overextension, you have Zune there to capitalize. You have you have Fun to be able to kind of clean up shop as one of the vanguards of the team. It's tough, but I feel like right before our eyes we are seeing AssembleFire reach that next level. The fact that they're able to show us the cracks in the defense on Gen.G's side.
But wait a minute, will we be seeing a Penny Parker?
Are we? Oh, don't tease us like this. Do not tease us like this.
Oh my god, nah, he's gonna go back to the tried and tested Captain America. But yeah, it's really hard. It's really hard to play. As much as we love to watch him. Iron Fist trying to take on Zune instead. Iron Fist is just like, yeah, I'm out of here. I'm just going to come back and just regen a little bit. But look at him, just chasing after Captain America. You do not go after my teammates. I go after you. And first point, still holding on pretty strong.
Yeah, 0-1's doing a great job harassing, but it's going to be all for naught if he's not able to actually take out or get some elims. So we do see that the Iron Fist is going to try and harass any of the backlines and try to be able to pepper in some damage left and right. But I do like the Kingdom God is on this Human Torch. However, Brownie has eyes in the sky as well, and he's slowly building up that ultimate, and now is he actually going to use it? Oh my god, he's going to go for it! He's able to take out the Vanguard!
Wow, what a play, taking out not one, but two. Make that a triple elims, and XZ clearing up the Iron Man as well. Make that a quadruple elims. What a play, Iron Man. Here's a question, Poch.
Yeah, what's up?
Why is it when I play Iron Man, I do not get so many elims?
It's because you don't have Zune as a teammate, Nell. It's because you don't
Exactly.
have Gen.G on your side. And hopefully we'll see more amazing Iron Man plays, but unfortunately it might be a little bit at the expense of AssembleFire, but AssembleFire bites back here. 0-1 able to get an elim of the Iron Man Brownie. So they are trying to defend here. We do see the Iron Fist diving in, able to take out XZ. So far so good, and now he's going to try to throw a hand to Captain America himself. Brownie, though, is still peppering the back lines here, trying to gain that ultimate. He's going to try to take out the Iron Fist, and Kingdom 0-1 taken out in the process. Brownie's doing really well after he did get sent back to respawn, and we continue to try to push this point here, Nell.
Yeah, not to mention they still have 4 ultimates to work with, Poch. This is a very dangerous position to be in. AssembleFire, they gotta be very, very careful. Even Dotori already has ultimate, and they are clearing up one by one. The convoy has not stopped at any point so far.
Yeah, once they were able to unlock that checkpoint, there was a little bit of a scuffle, but with the way they were able to gain that team fight, and now I see so much check marks on Gen.G's side. AssembleFire is going to be walking into a big ult diff here. Coming into this one, Maximum Pulse is going to be coming out. Unable to take out anyone. Hang on, I'm a little bit advanced, my bad. He's going to be taking up people now. Oh my god, he took out 2 and Exy, but he did get traded off here. So now this could be the opening. Fate of Both Worlds going to be opened up, as well as Meteor M and Freedom Charge to keep everyone alive in Gen.G's side. Can AssembleFire hold on here and keep them from advancing?
Wow, everyone is just trading ultimates, but Gen.G getting the better end of it. And with just a little bit more, just 20 meters to go, they are going to try and stop the advances of Gen.G. But let's see if this is going to be enough to stop them. Another team fight ensuing. It's Hulk coming in, Hulk smash, trying to deal as much damage as possible at the back lines, but the Dance of the Butterfly into the back lines, along with the invisible boundary just coming in, trying to hold on longer to the point. That's going to allow them to be able to eliminate the side of AssembleFire. Half of the team is gone, the 4th will ensue, and they are just clearing up shop again at this point, and it seems like the push will go through, Poch.
Yeah, it's so funny how towards the end, Brownie went Doctor Strange, and we talked about the triple Vanguard to counter them, but I think Gen.G heard you, Nell, and they're like, let's actually go towards the end triple Vanguard, because they went Magneto, they went double shield, actually triple shields if you think if Cap has a shield.
Yeah.
It's Captain, Strange, and Magneto, and Brownie on the Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
With getting so much pulse cannons ultimates out there.
Help.
But at the end of the day, he is a Vanguard, and there you have it, folks. Gen.G able to capture victory, and now they're all tied up with Dopamine.
Yeah.
And that is going to be a match to look forward to tomorrow, Nell, because whoever wins that match is going to be the head of the table in Group A.
Exactly. And don't let this final screen fool you, because that's definitely not Doctor Strange getting 20 final hits in that game.
Where are these Doctor Strange? I need them in my lobby. What's going on?
I know, right? With